Okay, we'll start off with the opening comments from Coach Stringer, and then we'll go to Shrita for some comments. So, Coach?
It's unfortunate, but in a way, I'm kind of glad. It's been painful this year. So we'll get started next year and see if we can do a whole heck of a lot better than we did. That's a fact.
Questions for Shrita? Go ahead.
Obviously not the outcome you guys wanted today, but coming to the Big Ten tournament and having this experience, what does this mean to your team, and is there anything positive that you can take away from it?
There's not really nothing positive that we could take from it because we wasn't planning on coming here and losing and going home the first night. But I can say that next year starts now, and we're going to work on the things that we had a lot of problems on this year. And we have a lot of great players that will be added onto the team next year, so you'll have to see.
Anything else for Shrita?
With a couple sophomores in your starting lineup, does the experience, is that valuable at all, just to have them in this atmosphere and at this type of event?
Yes, experience is always good for players that's young because they can always learn from those mistakes. So, yeah.
Okay, questions for Coach? Vivian, talk about the first half. You really struggled offensively.
I don't know how you explain it. I mean, we're missing everything. You know, just we seem to be slow, late cuts that were coming in front. You would think that we were playing at 12 o'clock at night, you know, and the movement had everything to do. And quite frankly, we tried to start in a press, which we normally don't. We tried to do that because we wanted to step the energy up and step the intensity up right from the beginning. Was afraid to go into a man because we have had a lot of fouls. We've been just not moving our feet well, and we've had a lot of fouls called on us. So that was the issue. So we thought, okay, let's step up the press rather than, because normally it would be something we would gradually get to, but it's like now or never. Either we get it done or we go home. As simple as that. And so what was probably most disappointing is that we abandoned the importance of moving the ball and seeing each other, getting those screens and looking for the attack. Instead, let me give you an example. We are not a three-point shooting team. We shot 3 for 17 for real. That's crazy. So I'm just upset about that because we abandoned what we should have been doing and didn't see the inside. I thought that one of our people, Vicky was scoring well. She's been scoring well the last couple of weeks, but did we see her? No. You know, we're taking shots. So that hurt us when offensively we're not executing. We all of a sudden decided to start taking threes real quick, didn't have it. And if the defense is not there, and the defense wasn't there because what we were trying to do is to press them and then try to fool them, if you will. We fooled ourselves because we weren't, you know, moving the way that we should. It's like, should you just go and play one defense, whether it's a 20-23 or a 3-2, or a man-to-man, just one, to keep it simple? I thought, and I still do think that we're capable of playing any one of those things that we needed to do. But I'm still at loss, just missing shots and taking shots that didn't allow for us to see. But I think that Shrita's right. We should be a whole heck of a lot better with some experienced players and people that are been in this situation. And see, I could use that excuse that it's a tournament, but honestly, I can't even use that because we've been doing this all year. We just have not demonstrated that we have the ability to settle down or that we've had control. And hopefully next year we'll be a much more controlled team and we'll be able to run as we should, but also get the ball back. I mean, it'll be better. I can promise you that. It's got to be better.
Your pressure did speed them up in the second half. They had forced 22 turnovers, 20 points off of those turnovers, and got you back in the game.
Of course. But defense has always gotten us back in the game. You know what I mean? And but we seem to be moving too slow at first, but now with a sense of urgency, oh my God, there's 20 minutes left. It's now or never. We better really step it up. And then we began to move much more aggressively. We just tended to play a little too soft. And I know that that's what got us in the game. If you can imagine if we could have applied that kind of pressure at the beginning, but keep in mind that we're working with 8 players. You know, one of the people that's sitting there can't play right now. She's redshirted. And 3 of those players are centers. And so at no time would we be playing 2 centers, and seldom, never 3, and most of the time only 2 centers. So that meant that it puts people like Sharita, it puts KK, it puts Jazz, and then of course Aaliyah picked up her 5 fouls. She wasn't in there worth any time talking about it. So we basically have 4 people in the perimeter to play, and 5 people, and we need 4 on the floor at any one time. Now, if you compound that with a foul situation, which is what happened, then you start to mix and match and trying to figure out how we can run this. Oh, we can't run this because this person doesn't know that she's playing out of position. So it's been a mess. We've really patched things together, and hopefully next year we'll have all of the positions and the depth in each position that we can take one out, put another one in, not miss the depth, and keep the intensity up and not be strained with what we can do. But I just felt strained. We were strained quite a bit today.
All right, Coach, thanks. See you next year.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.